Hi, I'm sitting here with Shane Copeland, director, co-writer, executive producer of Clunker. Shane, what is Clunker?
Well, Colin, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Clunker is the story of Robert Clunker, who is a young, idiotic, waste of skin, just your typical fuck up. And his life isn't going too well, and people probably have considered at some point in their life, but against their better judgment, or against anybody's better judgment, I guess he becomes a private investigator. Without the skills, knowledge, ability, hope of successfully being a private investigator. And through his journey, he inadvertently becomes entangled in the Christian pornography world, which is not a real thing. We looked it up. That's completely made up by us. So Christians out there, if you start some sort of porn, we get we get a cut of that. So he gets hired by one half of Christian pornography's biggest couple, duel, to investigate the disappearance and ultimately the murder of her better half, or other half, Brett Hanungus. And hilarity ensues.
As it's wont to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want me to ask you questions now?
Yeah, your turn.
Alright. So I'm here with Colin Bullock, writer, producer, and star of Clunker.
Mm-hmm.
Colin, how did you get the idea for such a brilliant show?
Shane, I am so glad you asked me that. I am a comedian in Chicago, and I spend a lot of time hanging out with my good comedian buddy, Shane Copeland. We're pals. We're both very, very popular, very, very successful. We make a lot of money. Women, they come to our shows, they come with panties, they leave without them. You know what I'm saying?
Big time.
Big time panties, big time women. It's kind of what we're into. But you know, after shows, you don't just want to go home. You want to unwind a little bit. So one night we had just done a show, killed it as always, and we're having a nice drinky poo, and we're like, let's go to McDonald's. And I think I spent, I don't know, $16, $17 on the dollar menu.
A lot of money on the dollar menu.
Yeah, I do. Most of my money goes to McDonald's. Yeah. I'm actually 79% cheese. People don't know that, but I'm composed mostly of cheese. So we're at McDonald's, we're chatting with one another, and we talk about how we both like crime procedurals, we both like mystery shows, you know? We also both like raunchy, dumb comedies. We're like, why have these two genres not been combined yet?
Very good question.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I'm gonna ask you more now.
Oh, we're not? That's
yes,
the end of
your
your
answer.
I stopped paying attention halfway through that.
Yeah. Sometimes you hurt me, man. So Shane,
Colin.
what are we going to do with all this money we raised from Kickstarter?
Drugs. We're gonna do some drugs, but then when we get out of rehab, we're gonna get right to work. No.
Depends how much money we get. We might die.
No, we actually have. We've been very diligent, which is not. Which is a surprise for us, but we've been very diligent, and we actually have arranged all of the locations already. We have the cast, most of the cast, and all of the crew. We're really ready to shoot. We just need the funds to fund the shooting and facilitate that. So basically, the second that we get the cash, we're gonna start shooting, and ultimately the finished pilot's gonna be sent to production houses, entered into festivals. Just get as much exposure as we possibly can, and see where it goes from there. So you would be
the goal, the long-term dream, and it's ambitious, but we'd like to get it on television. We'd like to get it in the hands of the right people, and once again, that's not easy, but that's the long-term goal. And
I haven't decided if I want to work with you that long.
I mean, we're gonna fire you.
Well, I was hoping to I would get some sort of deal where I could just drop you.
Oh, so you're hoping to fire me?
Well, I guess fire's not like a hurtful enough word.
This could work.
Leave you in the dust.
Yeah. They're hoping to have not only
turn my back on you.
You'll have the president of Comedy Central beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. Well, once I get very successful, I'll definitely have you assaulted somehow.
Okay, that sounds fun. Cool. So we got that.
So if you want to see that happen,
you
just have to fund us here.
We
have a trailer.
Man. We do.
Give you an idea of what you are funding.
I think the trailer sort of shows the vibe of the project. We like to think of it as kind of Always Sunny in Philadelphia meets Columbo is our idea.
Murder, She Wrote, if Angela Lansbury was a pervert. Sick pervert.
If Murder, She Wrote, like every other scene was Angela Lansbury just rubbing her wet pussy.
Yeah, like you just saw the murder and then it just cut to Lansbury bearing down.
Yeah, the murder's never solved. It's just a series of her touching herself and a dead body decomposing as no one does anything.
Actually, currently in the script, we do have a scene where Angela Lansbury's masturbating.
Yeah.
It's done very tastefully.
And not even her character from Murder, She Wrote. Clunker just walks in and goes, "Are you Academy Award nominated actress Angela Lansbury?" And she says, "Show me your dick."
Yeah, that's exactly.
That would be
It took us months to write that.
Yeah, that's... As soon as we thought that, we immediately were like, we need to ask people for thousands of dollars.
In fact, that was the first scene we wrote, and then we wrote the entire script based around.
That's actually most of our budget is going to getting Angela Lansbury
to masturbate on camera.
She doesn't work cheap, but much cheaper than you'd think. She really wants to do it, actually. She's very excited.
So, if you're excited about that, enjoy the trailer, and please donate anything you can.
Yeah.
We have lovely prizes, and thank you for your time.
Thanks. Bye. Holy shit.
Robert Clunker,
Depends on who's asking. Also, yes.
I need your help finding my husband.
Husband skipping town. No problem. Do it all the time. I charge $75 a day, plus expenses, which are pretty low because I mostly eat at gas stations and also drive a fuel-efficient car.
You misunderstand. My husband didn't leave me. I fear he has been murdered.
Yeesh.
Christian porn? Explain. The thing is, I've been jerking off mostly to amateur stuff nowadays. I'm kind of out of the loop. So the church is against doggy style, but they're okay with divorce and fuck movies? Her husband, Brett, what do you know about his background? Is that the one where you take that thing and you put it on top of the other thing until that stuff happens?
You know you could just Google this, right?
Yeah, I like talking to you though. Makes me feel better about myself.
What knocker?
Son of a bitch, Clunker!
Son of a bitch! Son of a cutlet! God damn it! Son of a bitch!
Robert Clunker, you son of a bitch. Last time you were here, you ordered a ribeye steak at a lap dance, and you told me that you would tip me extra if I didn't talk about my kid. Where's my money?
Say, are you Veronique Millet?
You are familiar with my work?
Oh my god, I knew it was you! The first time I ever jizzed was to you!